From the lavatory to the cockpit, the new cleaning protocols are all about reassuring passengers it's safe to fly. A recent CDC investigation looked at 1,600 people who flew while at risk of spreading COVID, identifying nearly 11,000 people who may have been exposed. While some did contract COVID, it's not clear whether it was because of that exposure. Many infectious disease experts say modern air circulation systems make airplane air about the cleanest you could breathe.
The risk of being on an airplane for some period of time is less than being any other indoor space for some period of time, in my opinion.
Despite investing heavily in cleaning technology, U.S. airlines are in deep trouble. Passenger volume down 65% from a year ago. While Congress provided $25 billion last spring to avoid massive layoffs, that money runs out on September 30th. Now, airline CEOs warn that without another $25 billion, they'll be forced to lay off tens of thousands of pilots, flight attendants, ramp workers, ticket agents, and office staff.
There's very broad support to avoid furloughs in the airline industry and extend the payroll support program through the end of March.
By March, airlines hope a vaccine will give passengers the confidence to start flying again. But so far, there's little appetite in Washington to approve more money. Why should the taxpayer send more money to the airlines instead of 1,000 other businesses?
Because our airline jobs keep a lot of other people employed. We have 6 days left to get something done before we fall off this cliff where, say, 100,000 employees are going to be out of their jobs.
Already, 45,000 have left voluntarily. It's not just the airlines. Without government aid, 3/4 of the nation's hotels say they will have to lay off even more employees. Half of hotel owners say they're already in danger of foreclosure.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.